Jungle.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, class. How are you today? Okay, great. I'm fine too, thank you. Before we are starting our lesson today, please arrange your seat. Put your hands on the table and let's pray together. Okay, Raka, please lead the pray. Okay, thank you, Raka. Now I will check your attendance list first. Adam Pangestu, Freya Hanzarila, okay. Cleo Victoria, okay. Raka Mahesa, thank you. Sheila Dasya, okay. Okay, great, nobody absent today. So before we are moving forward to the next material, let us review a little bit about what we are learned in the last meeting. So do you still remember about what we learned in the last meeting? Please raise your hand. Okay, Freya. Okay, excellent, Freya. Give an applause for Freya. Now, I will ask you some questions that related to our material today. Do you know about some historical events that happened in Indonesia or in the world? Yes, Clea? What was the event telling you about? What was that happen? Where did it? Okay. Who was the person which involved the most in that event? Okay, great, Clea. So give an applause for Clea. Does anybody have another opinion with Clea? No? Okay. Now we are going to learn about his recount text, specifically historical event. Now take a look to the slide. I will show you the objectives of our lesson today, and you can read it by your own. To achieve our objectives today, and to know more about historical events that we have talked about, I have a game to refresh our mind. But before that, I want you to break up into group of 5. Okay, now sit with your group. Move around the class without making noise. Go ahead. Have you sit with their own group? Have you? Okay, great. Now, please take a look to the slide. Please pay attention to me and listen carefully. So, this game is called Guess Who Am I? For the following instruction, please listen to me. So, there is a piece of text that tell you about a certain historical event, and there is a picture too that help you in guessing what is the event. What you and your group have to do is, you are supposed to guess the event related to the following text and the given picture. For example, in the text 1, okay, Adam, can you read the text 1 first? Okay. Alright, thank you, Adam. So in the text 1, I guess the answer is Hiroshima and Nagasaki bombings. Let us check the answer whether my answer is correct or not. Okay, my answer is correct. Now, with your group, you have to read the text first, and then you have to discuss it. Point one person to raise their hand to guess the answer. Okay, I will count down from 3 to 1, and then you may raise your hand. Now we are starting from the text 2. Read the text carefully and then discuss with your group. I will count down from 3 to 1. 3, 2, 1. Okay, group 1, what's the answer? Kristal tragedy? Okay, let us check the answer. Okay, great. Group 1, you have the correct answer. Please give applause for group 1. Now we are moving forward for the text 3. Okay, read the text carefully. Discuss with your group. Okay. Have you done? Have you got the answer? Okay. 3, 2, 1. Okay, group 3. What's the answer? Rengas-dengok incident. Are you sure with the answer? Okay, let us check the answer together. Excellent, group 3. You have the correct answer. Please give applause for the group 3. Now we are moving forward to the other activities. So here I have a paper which contains some exercises that you have to do with your group. One group only receives one paper. I will distribute it. Okay. Okay, now take a look to the paper. What you have to do is read it and understand it for a while. You can, if you find any difficulties, you can ask me anytime. So now, please read it right now. Have you read the text? Okay, now take a look in the activity 2. In the activity 2, there are 2 texts, okay? What you have to do with your group is you have to fill in the grid 1 from the information of the text 1, and then from the grid 2, fill in the grid 2 from the information of the text 2. So far, have you got it? Any question? Okay, now we are moving forward to the activity 3. Before that, any of you bring a colored pen? Okay, good. So in the activity 3, you have to read again the text the Battle of Ambarawa and Diponegoro War. And then you have to mark the conjunction and the action verbs with your colored pen. For example, the action verb, you can mark it with the red ink, and the conjunction, you can mark it with the blue ink. After you mark the conjunction and the action verbs, you have to categorize them into each table. Okay? Any question from the activity 3? No question? Okay, now we are moving forward to the activity 4. In the activity 4, there are a jumbled paragraph. What you have to do with your group is you have to arrange it into a correct arrangement based on the structure of the text, written text. Okay. So far, do you have any question? You understand? Okay, now we are moving forward to the activity 5. Okay, in the activity 5, there is a text entitled Bandung, a Sea of Fire. In Indonesia, it means Bandung, Lautan Api. Okay, in the activity 5, there is a question related to the text of Bandung, a Sea of Fire. You have to put your answer in the blank box. Okay, you understand? Any question? No question? Okay, now with your group, you have to complete the activity 2 to the activity 5 in 25 minutes. Is that enough for you to do the activity? Okay, good. Now work with your group. Remember, everyone have to participate in the discussion, and good luck. Okay, class, pay attention. Have you done with the discussion? Okay, great. Now I would like to explain to you about social function, generic structure, and language features for the recount text. Now, please take a look to the slide. In the slide, for the social function of the recount text is to retell the events in the past for the purpose of informing and entertaining. Next, to the generic structure. The generic structure for the recount text, there are three parts. The first is orientation, the second is a sequence of events, and the third is pre-orientation. For the orientation, it contains of introducing the participants, the time, and the date of the events. Meanwhile, in the sequence of events, you have to describing the series of events that happened in the past. Meanwhile, in the reorientation, that is optional closure, but it usually contains of stating personal command to the events. Next, in the language features, they are using past tense, using chronological conjunction and time connectives, using linking verbs, and using the action verbs. So far from the explanation, do you have any question or you found any difficulties? You can ask me anytime. Do you have a question? No question? Okay, now we are moving forward to the activity 6. Okay, in the activity 6, there is a text entitled Heroes Day. Below to the text, there are a question. Okay, for example, why every November 10, as if the Battle of Surabaya happened, is considered as National Heroes Day? Why? You have to find your answer by discussing it with your group. And after that, I will choose the group randomly to present their result of the discussion. Have you got it? Do you understand? Any question? No question? Okay, now work with your group. Okay, have you done with the activity 6? Have you done with the discussion? Okay, good. Now I will choose the group randomly. I want group 4. Yes, you may present your result of the discussion. Okay. Yes, you may use in bahasa. Okay. Okay, great answer from the group 4. Please give applause for group 4. Now, anybody have a different opinion with the group 4? Okay, group 5, yes? Okay, great. Give applause for the group 5. All of you have a great answers. Now, after doing the activity 6, we are moving forward to the activity 7. This is the last activity, what you have to do today. In the activity 7, where's the activity 7? Okay, in the activity 7, as you can see, there is an outline for you. Okay, you and your group have to make a recount text based on your own words. First thing that you have to do is you and your group have to determine what types of historical events that you want to write. For example, you want to write about the world historical events, or you want to write about Indonesian historical events. It is up to you. Okay, after you determine the types of the historical events, you can make your your recount text using the outline to help you in arranging your recount text. Okay, for example, in the title, you can put your title for the recount text, and then the orientation, you have to introduce what is the event about, and then where did it happen, when was that, and so on. Meanwhile, in the sequence of events, you have to write a series of the events. Okay, from the beginning to the end. And in the reorientation, you may put and stating your personal command to the event. Okay, so far, do you understand with the activity 7? Do you have any question? No? Okay, now please complete the activity 7 in 15 minutes. Is that enough for you? Okay, now work with your group. Okay, class, please pay attention to me. There is 5 minutes left before the time is over. Can you wrap up and conclude? Can anybody of you wants to try to conclude and wrap up what we have learned today? Okay, Adam. Okay, great. What about the others? Yes, Rhea. Okay, good. Anybody want to add some more? Yes, Sheila? Okay. All of you have a correct and great answer. Please give an applause for all of you. Now, I will wrap up and conclude and give an addition from your friend's conclusion. So today we are learned about recount, specifically historical events. Today we are learned about the social function, the generic structure, and the language features of the recount text. For the social function of the recount text is to retell the events in the past for the purpose of informing and entertaining. And then the generic structure of the recount text is orientation, introducing the events, introducing the place and the date. Meanwhile, the second part is sequence of events, that is describing the series of events that happened in the past. And then the orientation, that is an optional closure, usually contain of stating a personal command for the past event. And then the language features that used in the recount text, they are using past tense, using chronological conjunction and time connectives, using linking verb, and using action verbs. Okay, I have a quotation. This is a famous quotation. So what we can learn from the historical events in Indonesia is bangsa yang besar adalah bangsa yang menghargai jasa para pahlawannya. Okay, class. Thank you for your attention and your participation. You did a very great job today. Okay, have a nice day. See you in the next meeting. And goodbye. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.